is January 27th, and my name is Bill McCamley. I'm a state representative from Las Cruces and Mesilla here in New Mexico, and this is your legislative update for the day. I'm sorry it's dark. I'm in a car. I'm actually halfway between Santa Fe and Las Cruces, my hometown, where I'm going home for the weekend. But I wanted to take some time and let you know about three things that happened today in the legislature. The first is that both the House and the Senate passed a measure to give emergency funding of over $20 million to our state court system. This is a real problem because juries haven't been paid, and there are public defenders that have basically refused to take on new clients because there's no money for them. And if our courts don't work, that's one of the things that is the basic foundation of our civil society. So if people don't have a right to a fair trial, not only is this unfair to them, but we can't punish criminals because they are not getting a trial that would, if found guilty, put them in jail. So this is a huge problem that we took a step to try to fix today. Secondly, in my committee, Labor and Economic Development, we passed along a bill that would basically create a state venture capital fund so that people who wanted to develop businesses from research at universities or some of our fine national labs could do so here in New Mexico. This is one of the huge problems we have because we have these good universities, good national labs. People come up with these ideas for businesses, but they have to go to San Francisco because that's where the financing is. So we took a step forward today. A guy named Carl Trujillo, who's a great representative, up in Santa Fe, passed that bill. This is actually one of my favorite bills of the whole session because it's one of the direct things we can do to create good quality jobs here in the state and let our kids who get a STEM education stay here if they want to. The last thing we did in our committee is pass two bills to raise the wages of people in the education sector. So the first one says, sorry, I've had this bad cough. And the first one says if you're a teacher that gets this national certification, that you will receive a pay raise of about $10,000 a year. And I think that's the least we can do to teachers who are proactively going and spending a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of their own money getting a national certification that makes them better at teaching our kids. So our kids come out of school with a better experience and better able to handle life because of what these teachers are doing. The second one created a minimum wage for bus drivers, educational assistants, janitors, all the other people that work in school that right now, for the most part, are being paid literally poverty wages. And there was an argument by some of the Republicans on our committee that, we're in a fiscal crisis and we can't afford it. And I see their point, but my problem is this. I'm getting really frustrated with the excuse we're in a fiscal crisis, we can't do this year. We helped create this crisis. We cut taxes on wealthy people through the capital gains tax. And some of the Republicans have refused to consider legalizing cannabis for recreational use. If we did those two things, we got rid of the tax giveaway for capital gains that has done nothing to create jobs in this state, and legalized cannabis for recreational use, the money we would bring in would allow us to increase the wages for all these great people that are taking care of our kids so that they're not in poverty anymore. And I think this is one of the basic things we can do. So I am going home this weekend. I'm tired. It's been a long week. I will be back at you on Monday. But as always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns on these or any other issues, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, and hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Bye.